Hello and welcome to Spartan Sports Report presented by Los Gatos Roofing. I'm Justin Allegri. A big show in the month of November. We'll preview the upcoming seasons for men's and women's basketball with their head coaches Jamie Craighead and Jean Prilo. Also look back for the win for football against UNLV. But first, we've got a Mountain West Conference championship team here at San Jose State. The women's soccer team reigned supreme in the Mountain West Conference. They got the victory on their home turf on the Spartan Soccer Complex. Let's head back to some of the highlights.
This season over a month ago. So UCLA enters now on a 9-match winning streak. San Jose State won the
It feels good going back home from SoCal. A lot of us are from SoCal, so it'll be close to home. We'll have a lot of fans, so I think it will be a great experience.
I mean, half our team is from Southern California, so we should have a ton of fans there. Obviously, they're excited to play in front of their families, and you know, it's a great experience. Go down there and play the Bruins, who's a great team. But for us, we know we have a great defense. We'll be rested finally, and we're just going to go in and compete hard.
We're going to prepare the way we do for any other team. We're not going to, you know, kind of underestimate ourselves or overestimate them. We're just going to go about it the way we would any other game and just, you know, do whatever we got to do mentally, physically to prepare for this game.
We need to get our bodies right first. That's the most important thing right now. A lot of us are a little banged up, but once we get that, then we're just going to keep getting reps in. There's not much we can do to get better. Now it's just staying consistent and doing what we already know how to do.
We'll take our first break here on Spartan Sports Report presented by Los Gatos Roofing. When we return, we'll look back at the win for San Jose State football over UNLV. That's to come after this.
Once the storms have come and gone, and it's time to put back the pieces, you might have lots of questions, but one of them shouldn't be who to turn to. Trust your roof to a contractor who cares. One who's part of an exclusive network of roofing professionals. Trust your roof to an Owens Corning roofing contractor.
It's times like these when you've got to stay centered. The 2018 Nissan Rogue with available Pro Pilot Assist that can help keep you centered in your lane. Experience it only at your local Nissan store. Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
Welcome back on Spartan Sports Report presented by Los Gatos Roofing. Well, the Spartan football team, they'd been searching for that first win of the season, and they finally got it at home against UNLV. Let's take a look at some of the sights and sounds on game day. We'll take another break here on Spartan Sports Report presented by Los Gatos Roofing. When we come back, we'll preview the women's basketball season with head coach Jamie Craighead. That's to come next.
At San Jose State University,
we discover who we want to be. For ourselves,
for our families,
for our communities.
Different and unexpected.
Begin here.
At the heart of a transforming valley in a city that is tough and beautiful.
We are Spartans.
What powers us changes our world.
The Learfield Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or at L Directors Cup on Twitter or Facebook. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
Welcome back here on Spartan Sports Report presented by Los Gatos Roofing. Well, November marks the start of men's and women's basketball, and for our two-part preview series, we start with San Jose State women's basketball and their head coach, Jamie Craighead.
Expectations is, obviously to perform better than a season ago. We're a little bit older, hopefully a little bit wiser. I know that the players have worked really hard in the off season, so I think that we can finish in the top half of the conference. Our preseason is a preseason I feel good about winning basketball games. So I just I think we're a little under the radar. People are going to underestimate us a little bit, but maybe that's a good place for us to be. I mean, with being so young, it was their first off season to be in better condition, to put more emphasis on your individual skills now that you've seen what this level is about. Making sure that you can shoot the ball at the rate that you need to shoot it at, and handle the ball if you're going to be somebody that handles the ball. And so we spent a lot of time conditioning in the off season and making sure that we can play an up-tempo style and actually be in the type of condition you have to be to do so.
Personally, I worked on my shot, just trying to get more, to think more offensively, to shoot the shot that I'm capable of shooting, to be more of an offensive threat, to defensively stay in front of the ball, to communicate more on defense, to be more of a leader. And as a team, I think we just have to to come together as one, to work together, to make sure we're on the same page, to make sure everyone understands what we're doing and what GC expects of us.
Our non-conference schedule, we get to go out of the state a couple of different times. We'll go up to Portland State, who we played here last year. I think we'll be more prepared for that team than we were a year ago. We get to go to Nebraska and Colorado, and then besides that, we're going to be at the event center, and so hopefully a lot of people will get out to some games, some quality opponents from conferences that we're excited to go against head to head. We'll play Pacific, San Francisco again at San Francisco. UC Irvine is coming here. That'll be a new home and home for us. I honestly, for me, looking at the schedule, I just want to take it one game at a time, and I'm really focused on Chico State and our exhibition game, and then San Francisco State comes, and we're just going to go one game at a time with this group. And so hopefully people will see the results they want to see and come out and support this team.
From last season to this season, I think it's more of on the defensive side, so that we're able to communicate, to play strong defense or tough defense, but without fouling, to limit our fouls. And when we get fouled offensively, that we're able to hit our free throws, to hopefully bring our free throw percentage up, and rebounding offensively and defensively, whether it's going for the rebound or boxing out, so our man does not get the rebound.
Some of the new Spartans that you'll see, new faces that are around the program. Razia Potter, a freshman out of Tracy, California. She's quite honestly probably one of the best prospects that we've ever recruited and signed here at San Jose State, and I would probably go back to previous coaching staffs and who they've been able to sign. Puts a little bit of pressure on her to kind of live up to that, but a 6-foot point guard, a point forward, a kind of a new position in basketball where you've got like everyone knows Draymond Green, the Warriors, where he can grab a rebound and take it up the length of the floor and score it. And she has a tremendous ability to pass. She plays on all three levels offensively, and she really can defend as well. So we're really excited about her.
Strong, physical player. She's not afraid. She wants to get she's gonna get what she wants, and I think that's gonna be a strong impact, especially with she's able to play the 5 and point guard. So with her being able to do that, she knows the role, two positions where she can fill in and play.
And then Nefer, who is our guard we signed out of Spain. High energy kid, really a combo guard, can play the 1 and the 2. We needed some depth at the point guard because our transfer has to sit out, Asiana. Returning players that we will depend on in terms of leadership. Fiamma Hafoko, captain, was as well last year. And Andrea Kohlhaas, who went down in Game 5 last season, has looked great coming back from rehab, and she'll wear a brace this season, but she's moving really well, and she can score it from the perimeter. But really, Sydney Lewis, Michaela Wilson, Megan Anderson, Danae Marquez, and Courtesy Clark, that sophomore class, they're going to be a big part of what we do. And they're all going to play significant minutes. They did as freshmen, but Annalise Benally is back in the junior class, and Alexis Harris is playing better than I've seen her play in her time. And I just know she's going to be a great contributor for us this season. I think in general, whatever you saw on the court last year, everyone's got a little bit better. I would say there has not been a drop-off where somebody hasn't put the work in and the time. And for a coach, the maturation of a player is a part of what allows you to be successful in the end. Juniors and seniors are who you win with, and I think our sophomore class, because they got the experience they did last year, will play like juniors this year for us.
We're gonna make it take it here, okay? If Red gets it, we're working on our defensive transition. We got to get the ball stopped, the hole covered, and then find the rest. All you're trying to do is beat them to the elbow, and now they're in front of you. And if they take the shot, they take the shot. But if your teammates don't have to help you, we're in good shape, okay? So don't run towards them, run to where you know they want to go. Run, Sid, run to the rim. Move the ball, let's go. Oh God, the famous spin. Stand at the rim. You gotta be in a position where, like from here, can Clyde throw it to Mike? Maybe, so stand maybe like at the TM and see both. But like, you just gotta make sure we don't give up a layup. And then you have the weak sideline, right? Here we go, let's go. Force some corner. Good, who's going? Gotta move up, Meg, until he gets there, good, right there.
Okay, I thought you passed it up, and then I went to the elbow.
No, at least had to step in and then like went instead of Dre going. So when we go 2 in a row, like it's all bad. But what happens to you is like, it would be better for you to drop even a little bit lower at that point now and see where the next person is. And then you see that it's that long angled 45. You shot faked, what can you do? Huh? You didn't shoot it. You didn't shoot it, right? You didn't drive. So pass to Maya and ball screen, or pass and cut. But if you hold the ball, any of you, if you hold the ball, the offense has stopped moving and it's 5-on-5 again.
We'll take another break here on Spartan Sports Report. When we come back, we'll preview the men's basketball team and the start of their season with head coach Jean Prilo. That's after this.
Once the storms have come and gone, and it's time to put back the pieces, you might have lots of questions, but one of them shouldn't be who to turn to. Trust your roof to a contractor who cares, one who's part of an exclusive network of roofing professionals. Trust your roof to an Owens Corning roofing contractor.
It's times like these when you've got to stay centered. The 2018 Nissan Rogue, with available Pro Pilot Assist that can help keep you centered in your lane. Experience it only at your local Nissan store. Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
Welcome back here on Spartan Sports Report presented by Los Gatos Roofing. Well, we've heard from the women's side of things. Now it's time for the men's basketball season preview with head coach Jean Prilo.
I like our team. We're playing hard. We've been together for a long time. I think we're at the point where we're ready to play against some other people. The focus was really just to try and bond. When you have so many new faces, a lot of change, I just wanted our guys to get to know me, I get to know them. More importantly, they get to know one another. They get to understand how time management, I mean, there's so many things we can go down the line on that, but I think we've accomplished a lot of things. We're definitely moving forward. In terms of our team and what we're getting better at, I think we're not turning the ball over as much as we did last year. I think that's a plus. I'd like to see where that is when we actually start playing. We're shooting it better. I think we have more depth shooting the ball.
I mean, working with new teammates has been really good. It's been challenging at the same time because we have to have time to know each other. Like, it's not gonna be clicking one day. We have to go every single day. Okay, what's the weakness of this guy? What's the strength of this guy? What he's like good at? What he's not good at? Like, what type of person he is? Like his character? Like those kind of things. Like when you're going against each other, like you challenge someone, and then the character gonna come out. Okay, this is how I respond to like things like this, to circumstances like this. So.
We're going to try and have big, tall wings if we can, 6'7" to 6'9" if possible. Our guards, we want to have taller guards if possible. I just went to media day and we have guards that are walking around that are like 6'6" and 6'7" in our league. So we have to at least try and be comparable in that aspect. We have Michael Stedman, who's 6'10", out of San Francisco City. Really good low post player, can score on the block, capable three-point shooter. Again, now, he doesn't have to sit out, so obviously we're expecting him to give us something. So he's learning the system. He's coming along really well right now. And I think he's going to help us tremendously. Craig Lassane is from San Bernardino. He's 6'9". He's playing the 1-2 and the 3 for us right now. So doing a good job. Again, learning the nuances, when to pass, the reads on ball screens, things of that nature. What he does really well instinctively is that he goes and he rebounds. He's rebounding the ball really well for us offensively and defensively. Bray Ivy is a 6'2", maybe 6'3" guard at a Riverside Community College. Really good player, solid, can make the 3. Good assist-to-turnover ratio right now. Trying to become a leader, and he's doing a really good job of it. Efficiency-wise, like we have our own little stat sheet and efficiency chart, and Umar's first, and like he's second. He's like right there. So we've got Zach Chappelle, who's a local kid, Sacramento kid, 6'2", really good player. He's starting to come into his own. I think at first he was just trying to understand, all right, how and when and where am I looking for my options to make a play, not necessarily to score, but to make a play. He can pass, dribble, shoot, really good handle, can shoot with range off the dribble, and can really defend, and he's athletic. So I think he's going to definitely help us. Seneca Knight is from Louisiana, 6'5", guard. He can really shoot the ball. His stat numbers are really good since the summer up until now. Shooting the ball well from the field, shooting the ball well from 3, positive assist-to-turnover ratio. So he's doing a good job for us, and he's pretty athletic too. Kason Hammonds is from Colorado, 6'3" guard, pretty athletic, good feel for the game, going through the motions of trying to understand what we're trying to do. You know, everyone has their learning curve, especially freshmen. Usually it's up and down, you know, up and down. Good days, good weeks, bad days, bad weeks. So he's learning as he goes. Capable 3-point shooter, solid ball handler, and again, he's just learning the nuances of the offense on the perimeter. We do have a big post freshman. His name's Christian Inigwe, really good player, athletic, active. He's actually a capable 3-point shooter. Didn't really know that as much in the recruiting process, but now that he's been with us, he's very capable of making threes, which helps us and helps our system. It's a fluid offense, and it really doesn't stop. And it takes time to understand the reads when you're playing in live action. Now we can drill it as much as possible, and we do a little bit of that, but our drills are also incorporated in our offense. So we're kind of double dipping every single time we're doing something. And over the course of time, you get better at the reads, or you get better at what you're looking for.
I mean, I'm a leader by example. I'm not kind of a talker, like, okay, saying that, like talking a lot. I know Ashton is really good at that, so he's probably gonna be a good voice leader, like talking, like telling people what to do, where they need to be and what they need to do to get better. I'm like kind of someone who do it on the court, like go do something, probably someone who learn by example, someone who's a visual learner can learn by looking at me. So that's the kind of leader I am.
Well, the biggest thing about Umar is that his assist-to-turnover ratio has gotten a lot better. He's actually shooting the 3. I wouldn't say, now I'm not saying he's a knockdown 3-point shooter. I'm not saying he's shooting the ball like Noah Fountain, but last year he wasn't shooting the 3 in practice or even really in the games. This year we've been playing a lot and he's been shooting the 3 and making it at a pretty good clip. And I think if you ask any of the players, I think they will tell you that we are way further ahead than we were last year. So that's a plus. That would say that we are on track. Now obviously, when is that going to come to fruition, we will see. But hopefully we will be more competitive early on in the season, and then hopefully that'll flip over into some wins.
We'll step aside once more here on Spartan Sports Report. More to come after this.
At San Jose State University,
we discover who we want to be. For ourselves,
for our families,
for our communities.
Different and unexpected.
Begin here.
At the heart of a transforming valley, in a city that is tough and beautiful.
We are Spartans.
What powers us changes our world.
The Learfield Directors Cup. the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or at L Directors Cup on Twitter or Facebook. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
Welcome back here on Spartan Sports Report presented by Los Gatos Roofing. That does it for this month's episode. Now, before we let you go, though, here are some of the things you can look forward to in the month of November. All right, that does it for this month's episode. Once again, thanks so much for tuning in. You can always get tickets or more information about all Spartan sports at sjsuspartans.com or 408-924-7589. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.